Greetings folks, this is the Runcam Split Mini. So this is a combination FPV camera and HD recording board, all in one, specifically designed for micro quads, I suppose. Now I have no interest in micro quads, so I'm going to check this out on a big plane, and I'm going to put it in different places on the plane and see where I can put it without having to rebalance. If you want a review of this on a quad, you're going to have to look somewhere else. I'm just not interested in quads at all. Let's have a look at it. So it's a little bit different to there's the Runcam Split 2. You can see that's a normal, 35mm square board and camera, sort of mini style camera, I suppose. This camera is even smaller lens and smaller size processor board. This is 20mm square. You micro quad guys will understand the significance of that. We get two boards that we have to plug together, and the appropriate hardware to stack it on your stack of flight control boards. A little bit of padding there as well. The features and setup are pretty much identical to the other Runcam splits, so I'm not going to go through them. The only thing is that we've lost the Wi-Fi dongle function. You have to set it up with your FPV glasses, and we don't have any audio beeps. You can still run this using 5 to 17 volts if you wire it in, or 5 volts through the USB connector. The usual bag of goodies, little mount, USB connector and flight control board connector as well. There's a little extension cable that you can wire on if you want to connect it up to your flight control battery. Now I found on the Runcam Split, if you did it that way, you get a lot more interference in the FPV feed. When you use anything but 5 volts, it seems to put diagonal lines, or it did for me, in the FPV feed, so it's a lot cleaner if you use the USB connector. Alright, so let's put this little fella together and just go for a flight, eh?
Let's talk about image quality. The HD image is reasonably low contrast, but that's not a bad thing. It's sort of a nice low contrast, which would be good on a really bright sunny day, and would allow for some post-processing too, which is always good. It's a bit cut off on the right hand corners, and there's a little bit of vignetting, which means less exposure heading out towards the edges. That's not a really bad thing. It often sort of pulls your eye into the centre of the image, and it looks okay if it's not overdone. There's a bit of a pink hue on the right hand side, which a lot of today's action cameras actually have that, so they must all be using the same sensor, I'm suspecting. I haven't used it for FPV. I probably won't use it for FPV actually. The FPV view is only 4:3, and I'll give you a simulation of that now. The previous splits, the FPV image was even lower contrast than the HD image, which was still okay. It meant that the shadows weren't overly dark and didn't blow out the sky too much. But it's a really nice small package of HD camera and FPV camera all in one. It's the Runcam Split Mini from Runcam. Thanks for watching.